Hey guys, Popular Boat here, and I am playing a little bit more Hearts of Iron 4. I think this has probably been the fourth episode in a row where I've said this is going to be my last one for the night, and I just keep rolling. So, we have landed in Japan. We've taken most of it. We're pushing through to get Japan capitulating, and then the focus is going to shift to trying to smash back the Allies. We need to finish Japan, finish Turkey to finish the Axis War, and then it's going to be all on the Allies. But the Ally fight is going to be for another day, because I don't have the energy to keep doing this forever. Okay. Nagasaki has fallen. Let's get these little islands closed off, and then it's all in on their northern bodies. Close that gap. Story of the fucking day. Close the gap, please, game. All 43 divisions pushing south is probably unnecessary, but go for it. Okay, pushing back into Turkey a little bit here. Maybe put a hold on that fight there, buddy. I wish the Soviets would do less marching people around and more participating in combat. Okay, let's get these guys moving up, because I want to get this bubble closed off as quickly as possible. Now, I'm not too concerned about how much... Whoa, why have you guys decided not to assign to anyone? Have we lost those fleets completely? Basically. Alright. Well... Okay. How about you just build there then? And we'll get new fleets put together. We need some... Whoa, we don't need tungsten anymore. Oil we need a fair bit of, and our construction is covering a lot of different things now. That is excellent. We are building way more ships than we need, so let's cut back on convoys and add in tier 3 light cruisers. And we can drop production of you once you finish one more. I want you being built there too. Do we have any other stuff that needs building? Could get some battle cruisers. I think more destroyers is probably a good idea. Yeah, let's get another line of destroyers being built here, and then another line of submarines being built there. Okay, we have a lot of... Well, we have so many spare military factories. Okay, we really do not need... We don't really need military factories being repaired. Okay, let's keep going. Japan, how are you going with your slow and painful death? Can you guys just all get across there? I don't want you to break your borders. Well, by borders I mean I don't want you to break your line. Okay, they've closed that gap and now they have surrounded me. That is less than ideal. Actually, you should stop and fight. I guess you can fight that. All three of you though, you could be fighting there. This line is getting way too thin. Okay, we'll finish off down here, and then there's 43. Actually, we can swap those around. Is there any way to keep the railroad infrastructure option on? Seems to turn off after every hex. Which one do you mean? Is there any way to keep the railroad infrastructure on? Do you mean the strategic redeployment button, Nullist? And Netion, how does the US create an alliance? Isn't there a... Doesn't one of the focuses let you create your own factions? Actually, you should be able to create factions from the start of the game, actually, because of the Home of the Free. You just have to invite people to a faction rather than, like, it's not called make an alliance. Can you guys close your bubbles? It's kind of like your job. Yeah, that strategic redeployment button. Stop that. The idea is you click it once. Nullus, the idea is that you click it once and then you do the movement order that you want them to use the rail to do. And then you would press it again if you want to do another one, I guess. Right click on a... Netion, you have to right click on a country and say invite to faction. So like Tibet there is... Oh no, I'm not a faction leader. But one of your right click diplomatic actions. My empire is huge. It is quite big. French Commune is the best commune. The issue with being such a big body is I have to do a lot of work to keep everyone, or to hold my front lines being so wide. You guys should just plow on into there though. Okay, we're getting close to finishing off Japan. Doesn't seem to work if the movement order was already given before you click it. Yeah, you have to click the button and then give the order. It doesn't just toggle for the orders already given. And I can understand why, like, if you were trying to give orders and they were just doing... Or if you clicked it and only wanted to move one person and it tried to apply it to everyone, it would be annoying. Because it completely dumps all of their organization to do it, so if you accidentally did it, it could be a big issue for you. Hey, we've encircled Turkey. So the Soviets are actually putting in a good fight down here now. I'm really hoping the next update can help with how much the AI tries to use strategic redeployment, because it's kind of incredibly irritating how much they'll shuffle people up and down the line. Can you guys crush that, please? Okay, you guys have finally almost pushed back that landing. So we'll have to go deal with these US guys next. Hey Japan, you ready to lose? I think it's a good idea for me to reassign my tank divisions, probably back to Africa. Yeah. Let's reassign this guy. Cancel all his orders. Give him a front line. Give him that front line actually. And push them back. And by the time he gets there, they'll probably have bubbled out and we can push them back. Another question, what a influence over in trading means. As far as I understand it, the trading influence... Whoops. As far as I understand it, the influence just affects how the AI decides to do trade deals. So if you have the most influence over someone, they'll try and buy resources off of you instead of someone else. So you get the civilian factories, but that is a guess and an assumption, so I don't actually know. But that seems like it would make the most sense to me. What is my aim? My aim with this current session is to... Hey, we just made Japan capitulate. It was to finish off Japan, finish off Turkey to finish the Axis War, and then I can focus purely on the Allies. But my aim is to just win the war against the Allies next. Do I want to move these guys all the way away from Japan? I don't want to risk the US landing over this direction and freeing Japan, so I'm going to keep these guys garrisoned here for now. Okay, we've almost closed this bubble. Hey! Fantastic. So, the war against Germany is over. We have a ton of points. I would like to eat all of Germany. And can I eat Italy as well? No, I cannot eat Italy at the same time. Okay. So, Germany, take all states. Hungary I don't really care about. Let's just click our way through Italy until we find the limit, which I think is going to be here. End turn. That is a nice big pretty colour. What did the Soviets do? Or what did anyone else do actually? Soviets took a little land. Who the fuck are you? China took Mangoku and some of Japan. Good job, guys. What did you decide to puppet? So Spain has decided to puppet Finland. Czechoslovakia has been satellited, and Mongolia has also created a puppet over here. Some of what the AI decides to do is just so bizarre, and the Soviets have puppeted Italy. Thanks, guys. Alright, so I guess I'll take Japan then. Actually no, I want Siam for the rubber. I want Northern Italy for the oil. Well, Northern Africa for the oil, I mean. Yeah, it's great, isn't it? I think they're going to be fixing some of the AI decisions for taking some of this stuff in the next patch. Okay. What did the other guys do? Spain has puppeted Turkey. Soviets puppeted to Japan. Well, I'll finish off taking this stuff then. Hungary. I'll puppet Hungary. I think that's essentially it. Oh. We'll take Istanbul. Still lots we can do with Turkey. Okay, let's just take that then. When I was playing my multiplayer game with my mates as the Axis, one of my friends was very pissed off when he accidentally gave Turkey all of Poland and all of the US because he wasn't paying attention to who he had selected for who he's giving stuff to. I don't want disjointed land. Ah, that is going to be such a relief, because now we won't have any resistance in Germany, or like any of this nonsense. So, we won't be occupying, we actually just own it. That's going to free up so much political power for us, and so many of our horses. Okay, let's take all of this off. Actually, it's probably going to be faster to just cancel orders. Have a look at the resistance map mode and reassign. I think we need to cover Denmark. Greece we definitely need to do. Romania. And then it's just gonna be like the Raj and shit. Whoops. Yeah. And I think that'll mean, because Japan isn't owned by us anymore, well, Japan was puppeted by someone, it looks like China, we won't have to keep men garrisoned there. That'll do for now. We can move this army out of here. I really wish you could have the resistance map mode while assigning troops to garrison. You and me both. Alright, so our tanks are moving over to there. I want this group to assign back onto here, I think. Get the fuck over there. You guys don't have a front here anymore, so you're gonna rush back. These borders are so fucking messy. Yeah, just finish that off. Hey, we have free military factories as a notification again. Still lots of broken ones, so I'm not too fussed. Look, so much combat over here. Whoa, 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 whoa. You guys did a shit job of your job of guarding the fucking borders. You guys are gonna need them immediately. Get straight on that. Ah, damn it, US. Yeah, we'll see how we go with this now. We do not want to be losing Paris to a stupid invasion. get into Paris and do not lose Paris. Alright, let's have a look at our guys. They have artillery and cannons. Good. We have a fair bit of artillery free, and we have the manpower to give them more artillery. So, how about you guys have some more cannons? And you better fucking hold that line like your life depends on it, because we do not want to get backdoored that stupidly. Actually, I don't really want you guys pushing forward, I just want you holding that line. And I want you defending. Okay, that is a lot of people coming in. Tanks, where are you heading? To India, of course. Okay, I'm going to cancel their order and instead send them back here, because that is where they need to be. Oh, China doesn't want a non-aggression pact anymore. Okay, garrison guys, it is now your job to hold the coast. Get the fuck on that job immediately. Well, that is concerning. Ah, we have people in Spain still. Get over there and get on that. What are you guys? You are in Africa. Tanks, you are also in Africa. Who are you? What are you holding? You're fine. We are not losing this little pocket, and we are certainly not losing our capital. I think we'll train up a couple tanks, not two groups, one group in Paris, and you will also be going into this brown line. Push that pocket back. Okay, purple group is now arriving. We're pushing this back quite nicely now. Helps that we have air superiority. Hey, we have a lot of spare fighters. And infantry equipment 3. I'm going to move one of this tactical bomber groups back. I don't want you doing strategic bombing. And I'm going to move one of these fighter groups out. Oh, okay, we're containing this nice. Same time as you started, I got one in north of Spain by the British, struggling with shitty Spanish expeditionary garrisons to contain it. Yeah, it would be nice if the AI would be a bit smarter about who they keep where. Let's get bonus entrenchment, actually. I think we need better equipment. Yeah, better support weapons. As well as, it is 43 now. We're getting better production. Let's get extra factory output. How are our factories looking? Pretty fine, but when we switch to weapons 3, we're going to need a lot of them. Actually, let's just hide these other categories so I can see these better. Alright, let's see if we can push this back before I have to go. Because it is almost time. Looking decent so far, at least from the edges. Is that a pocket I see? Yes. Furthermore, I had a situation where two fluid. For those of you who have just joined us, I have just finished the war against the Axis as French Commune, and now I'm focusing on the Allies. But the US has done a little invasion in north of France, and it's also quite bad timing because this is going to be my last recording session for today. And yes, essentially I am Communist Napoleon. I'm just trying to squash this naval invasion, and then I have to finish up here and grab some dinner. But also congratulations to all of you, because you are my new record for concurrent viewers at about 42. So thank you very, very much. Okay, we've got the port back, so they're going to be out of supply once we get the city back. And this is going very, very well. They're actually still landing more men. Yes, I am in the Comintern. I joined the Comintern because I was concerned that I wasn't going to be strong enough to fight the Axis. Thank you for the follow, Tony. Let's get this city. I want you guys to finish all that. Also, thank you for the follow, Godzillan. Almost there. Once we take this city, this is just going to be a massive wipe for the US. Let's see their losses at the moment. 182k. And we'll see once we crush these pockets. Because I'm seeing some quite big numbers of stacks here. Well, I wouldn't be able to break records if I didn't have you guys watching, so I appreciate it immensely. Considering my previous record was like 7, so this is quite a lot of growth. And this pocket is gone, and we're gonna have to go back to Spain to help them again. So how many people did we destroy? 120,000 more casualties for the US. And I think that's a very good victory to wrap it up on. Although, I am going to put this line back into effect. Before I do wrap up, so I don't forget about it next time. Cool, that's that job. Africa guys are still in Africa. I'm gonna have to fix these lines up a bit. I've got my tank division on its way over to the other one. I'm not too concerned about Asia. The next thing is going to be to get some naval superiority against the Allies, take Great Britain, and then have a good war of attrition with the US. So who else is assigned here? You guys. Cancel that, stop what you're doing, go to Spain, and I don't know what those guys were doing. I guess I can assign you to here. Do we have any divisions that are unassigned while I think of it? No, we do not. And I'm going to have to call it a day here because it is time for me to get some food. Thank you for the follow, Maxo. Maxo KBFB. So as usual, thanks for watching, hope you're enjoying. Check out the links below the video or below the stream if you're watching live, and I will see you next time.